Alright everyone, hi and welcome to Aries Gaming. Today, what are we going to do today? Well, same thing we do every day, Pinky. Play EVE Online. So today they released the Hunt, actually yesterday I think, and this is an event that I think if you haven't done it before can get a little confusing. There's some confusion on where to get these Hunt acceleration gate keys and kind of what to do in general. So I'm going to explain some of the strategies that I've been using, and hopefully they help you out. So, first things first. This event contains two different sites. There are combat sites, which you can find under combat anomalies here. They are called, I can't remember, Garista's Hunt something or other. And they just show up like regular Serpentis hideaways or whatever little combat sites you have around your area of space. One of them will be this thing. And so you will kind of want to look out for that. And those are combat sites. You can go in there. They have two rooms. The first room is wave after wave of enemies, mostly frigates and destroyers with a couple of cruisers mixed in. I think that room is very hard to do in a T1 frigate. I was able to do it in a Tristan, but it was really, really tough. And then the second room, you have to access it with one of these acceleration gate keys. And the guy in there is an absolute beast, and he annihilated my Tristan. I don't think it's possible in a T1 frigate to beat him, honestly. If you've managed to do it, please let me know. But I think it's probably impossible. A destroyer, probably, but a frigate, no. So when they say those sites are geared for T1 frigates, I'm not sure that's 100% true. They might think they are, but I'd be surprised if people really pulled it off too consistently in T1 frigates. So the second room has all the loot, all the good loot in it. You shouldn't really waste your time looting the first room. You should go into the second room and get the stuff that's in there. Okay. And the acceleration gate keys are also used in the data sites to enter the data sites, which will be a cosmic signature that you need to scan down just like any other data site that you find. And those have hackable cans that you need a data analyzer for, and they will give you loot and things. Okay, so how do we get these acceleration gate keys? Well, we go capsule hunting. Scattered throughout the solar systems are little mysterious orange capsules, mysterious red, green, all the colors of the EVE rainbow. And in order to find them, you need to do one of two things. Three things, I guess. Get lucky, that's silly. Use D-scan, which is what I've chosen to do, or I believe you can combat probe them down. Now, if you just use D-scan, then you don't have to use combat probes, and so you don't have to fit a launcher if you don't want to. And that way, I also think it's more efficient to use D-scan. So I'm going to show you my method of D-scanning. I'm going to tell you about it. So your directional scanner has filters up here, and you can filter this for all kinds of stuff. If you're PvPing, maybe you want to filter it for PvP or all or whatever. But this top one is active overview filters. And what this does is it takes whatever your overview is showing you and shows you only that down here. So I made a custom overview tab called Capsule Hunter, and the way to do this is to go into here and go to your overview settings. Under tab presets, you can make a new tab preset. And then if you make a new tab up here, you can set what it is. So I made the Capsule Hunter tab, and then I selected my Capsule Hunter overview preset. Now, there's only three things on this overview preset, and there's only three things on this overview tab: the sun, stargates, and irregular capsules. Not just capsule, because that won't show you the guys we're looking for. You need irregular capsules. So when I descan, the only thing, as long as I'm selected on this tab, since I'm filtered to the active overview filters, the only things this will show me are stargates, the sun, and the capsules that I'm looking for. So let's do a huge scan in a big sphere and scan it out and see if there's any here. So there's none here in there, and there's none of the combat sites that we're looking for. So we're basically just going to move on. Let's go to Athenard. So we're just going to hope the capsules and sites aren't completely farmed out right now. The thing about events is that they can be rather uneventful for you because everybody's taking all your stuff. You know when the down times are or when the quieter times are. So, take advantage of that. All right, we're jumping into here. We'll see, so this is just Serpentis burrows and hideaways, and so we are going to warp to the sun in Athenard and scan again, although can tell you right now, I'm pretty much got everything in the system within my D-scanner right now, and I don't think there's going to be anything here. Oh, here's one. Here's the Garistas Hunt Outpost. So we're actually going to warp right there, and I'll show you how this works. I will show you the fit I'm using, and I'll link it later, but I'll show you one of these sites if it's free. Now there's a decent amount of people in local. So the thing about high-sec stuff is that you can get your site stolen from you. And it happens. It's high-sec. What are you going to do? Don't shoot anybody. Keep your safety green so you don't do anything stupid that's going to get your ship blown up. And make sure you switch back to your general overview tab so that when you go in, you can see like the enemies and stuff. Alright, so it starts with an acceleration gate, as so many things do. Gives you a little battle rock music here to get your blood pumping. These sites are really nothing to sneeze at. Oh, see, now there's a guy in here. Here he's in a saber. But maybe he won't have a gate key and we can just go into the next room. Or maybe we don't care and we just go in there anyway. We'll help him clear some of these guys out. And by help, I mean probably steal some kills. But we need one more guy for our quest, and I'm determined to get it. These blackbirds are pretty tough. We should probably just go after one of those. We'll just do that. Now this guy is already getting totally beat down. So we're going to go beat up the blackbird. Because it's annoying. They do love to target your drones inside here. So you're going to need to juggle aggro with them a little bit. There we go. And now we can claim our reward here. And that seems good to me. The Kestrels, there is a lot of EWAR in these sites as well. You will get webbed, scrammed, nuded, all kinds of crazy stuff inside here. So what we're looking to do is clear waves until this inactive acceleration gate becomes active. And then we're going to just dive right in there. And hopefully we can kill the guy in there before this guy gets him. Because that's how high-sec works, basically. Right? And I'm getting aggroed by a bunch of things in here, which is not fair, really. I just showed up. So we're going to just grab some of these guys. The worms are incredibly dangerous, but I'm just going with the things that are close to me. Because I'm blaster fit, and so the closer the better. Let's see if we get this cormorant. So this is, by yourself, this can be pretty daunting. I've got an unwilling friend here in the saber. And then once that accel gate becomes active, I'm actually going to go up by it. I'm going to approach it. And I'm going to jump through it as fast as I can so I can try to kill the guy that's in there before this guy does. I'm being the jerk here. I know, it's not nice. But sometimes that's just how it is. I lost 3 of these sites to somebody else today, so I'm just going to consider this revenge and sleep well tonight. So this might be the last spawn, and then I'm just going to take this and we're just going to hope we can kill. Yep, there it is. So we're going to activate this. We're going to be huge jerks and go in there. So what we're hoping, this guy's 18 km off. He doesn't have a prayer, I don't think. Wow, how is he in here already? That's crazy. Well, we'll see what we can do. And it's yellow. So anyway, the good loot is inside there. We're not going to grab it. We don't want to go suspect just yet. So we're just going to warp to the sun. We give him the good fight. I honestly don't know how he took that gate so fast. He must have aligned to it or something. I thought he would have been too far away to really do it, but he definitely is got a very strong ship. We're going to start descanning again here on our Capsule Hunter overview and see if we can... Ah, there's a mysterious white capsule. Okay, so when you get a capsule, lower this down and see where you stop seeing it. So that capsule's within 5 AU. We're going to take our angle down. We're going to start scanning planets. Hold V and click the planet. He's not there. Hold V and click the next planet. He's not there. Hold V and click the next planet. He is somewhere over here. Now, we're going to warp to that planet. We're going to warp over there because he's at one of these moons, and we need to figure out which one. So the way we do that is we just hover our mouse on here, and if we hold V, we can just start scanning moons. Now, when we find the one he's at, he's going to show back up on our overview. There he is. He's at this moon, so we're going to warp there. And then we're going to teach him a lesson about being in a capsule. That was pretty heart-pounding in there, racing that saber, but that's a bonkers fit. All right, here's the little capsule. This is a mysterious white capsule. We're going to lock him up, take a look at him for fun, and then blow him up with our hobs. These guys have the hunt acceleration key thingies that we want. Whoops, better do stuff, though. I was busy looking at him. I forgot to go attack him. So these guys, I've never seen them fight back. They just kind of sit there and then they blow up. And that's that. Then you open his cargo. Now notice I don't have Rex on my overview, so I actually just have to go in space and find it. Like, whatever, it's not a big deal. If I have Rex on there, they clog up everything. And then I can loot it and claim my reward thingy. And ooh, I got a Caracal Navy issue thingamajigger. Now, if I ever flew a Caracal Navy issue, that would be amazing. It's moved to my redeem window. I'm just going to redeem it to my home station, which will just... Oops, I don't want all this stuff, though. Just that. And that'll redeem it. And it automatically applies. So these aren't for selling. So that's how we're doing that. All right, we're going to Herajet. Because the agency will tell you what the stuff is if you're one jump away. But once you get 2 jumps away, they're like, we don't know what this is. We've got no idea. 2 solar systems, that's way too far. So let me go over the fit that I'm using right now quick. Like I said, I think it's going to be really hard to do this in T1 frigs, even T1 destroyers, I think. And this is a very tight assault frigate fit. I'm using an Ishkur. And so here's what I've got. I've got triple light neutron blaster 2s with Void, an Afterburner II to go fast, a stasis web 2 to grab stuff. Now this doesn't have any small hybrid turret tracking bonuses to it, and I find that if I don't web stuff, I don't hit it very well. So we're warping to the sun here. So that's why I've got that on there. It's really nice. Small compact PB acid cap battery protects me a little bit from the nuding and also just helps me, like, do stuff. 2 mag stabs because guns are good. Damage control 2 because, hey, it's damage control. Put it on everything. Small armor rep 2. Auxiliary nano pump to give us a little more boost. I was always feeling a little bit scared. This is probably not 100% essential, but you could put more gun damage up here, like a collision. No, there's no room for that. Well, there maybe is if I cut this. And then explosive armor reinforcer because mostly you're taking kinetic thermal, but I've taken huge blasts of both EM and explosive from various missiles. So we're running just a full bay of Hob 2s on here for the damages. And that fit is very, very tight. So, go to compact if you have to. And this whole thing's only, like 45 mil. And it can handle both the first and second rooms with ease. So no capsules here. So, I'm just going to run like a refuge and wait for more capsules or more combat sites to open up. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go blow stuff up in my Ishkur here. So that's the gist of the event. There are a couple more subtleties to it that don't really affect us in high sec. There are some low sec sites and some null sec sites that I'm not even going to go over there. That's got to be a gank fest like none other. Maybe not like none other because the Grand Prix just happened and that was the biggest gank fest I've ever seen. So, yeah, and we're going to actually switch to null for this site just because these guys aren't so nice about orbiting. But, yeah, let me web this light missile battery. You're not going anywhere, buddy. So, thanks for watching. I hope that demystified a little bit of the hunt for you. There are builds floating around, I'm sure. You need to have a pretty decent Omni tank, some good reps, and some good damage at close range. And I think it's really not that bad. It's going to cost probably at least 30, 40, 50 million for a ship that can actually handle it. You can fleet up as well to do it. So, just be careful with what you're doing and have fun with the hunt. And thanks for joining me. The link to this fit will be in the description. I hope you watch the D-scan part of this several times. That's a really important skill to learn. And anyway, I'll see you next time on Aries Gaming. Thanks for watching.